So, here's what we're gonna do. Right, best if you know the problem before I tell you the solution. Hi, it is I, James Luke Henwood, coming at you from Heavy Mental Matters. I'm working to get my essay a bit more presentable and legible before I record it. However, in doing so, I took this thing, like 29 pages of dense text, and I sort of blew it up. I haven't really changed much, just it's like a proper second draft with some strange formatting on it now. I broke it all up so that I could read it off the screen easier without getting lost. It's, I guess, sort of like reading off a teleprompter or something. I'm writing down what I'm going to say as if I'm saying it while I'm writing it down. Bit of a trippy, cyclic thing in itself, really. I already sort of know what I'm trying to say, and I'm sure I'll get more natural at it and not having to watch my words so closely as we do this whole thing, like I did just there. However, as I write it down, it helps me stay focused, and it helps so that I don't repeat myself unless I want to. I also love tangents. My notes literally say just try and like pluck out a tangent to speak on just for like a reasonably brief period of time. I got one for you. So when I finished formatting on seizures in the way I'm going to read it to you soon, at the very end of it, I had one of my first auditory hallucinations in like a couple weeks, and that happens. I just went through one of those few weeks where like almost none. Now I'm in a week where I've had at least one, and that's not unusual. And what was unusual was like the nature of the auditory hallucination. So most of the time I hear jazz music, like jazz music, all kinds of jazz music. But last night, when these are short too, by the way, they're like less than a couple minutes, and you know, sometimes a minute, but 15-30 seconds short. And this was freaking drum solo, like a rock metal drum solo. I won't even try. It was irreplicable. This kind of whole thing, we'll get into that with On Seizures. We're going to talk about this stuff, but that was one I had just recently, and that's a tangent for you, which I like. So writing this all out helps me keep on topic so I don't just ramble on at you like that. That said, the new format of On Seizures is a staggering 56 pages. Just by changing the spacing a whole bunch, it's a real good way to, say, piss off your college professors if they give you a page-based writing assignment with loose, shall we say, terms and conditions. So it's going to take a while to read the thing. It could take 20 to 30 minutes. Could take an hour. I don't think I'll break an hour and a half. It could. I guess it could be 5 hours. I've never tried anything like this before. Now we can get back to the beginning of this whole talk. Here's what we're going to do about it. So one, I'm going to tell you why I'm numbering the videos the way that I'm numbering them. Two, I'm going to lay out your expectations around the video essay of On Seizures. Three, I'm going to remind you how to use YouTube, and while doing that, promise that I know how to use it too, at least a little bit. I'm trying. And four, I'm going to tell you that I love you at the end of the video. So, the numbering scheme. HMM number dot number. The first number is kind of like the topic or the theme, if you will. We have no topics here yet. This is the welcome wagon. This is number 0.5 in this case. So number 1.0 will be On Seizures. The second number, the one after the dot, is just the chapter or whatever we're on. Again, this is 0.5, what we're going to do. When there's a 1.1, it will be some discussion or further clarification, correction, update, or whatever on the subject matter of 1.0, which will be On Seizures, just to wrap up that whole example. Don't expect every video to be super long. Some will be very short. Some will be of moderate length. Every now and again, you'll get one of the big ones, like on seizures. In a strange way, the pattern of my content itself may resemble the cyclic nature of my burdens. Deep hippie shit, man. Nice. So, when there's a big heavy talk that takes an hour or 3 hours, or for some ungodly reason takes 3 whole days to redo on camera, then that's how long the video I put up will be. Most will be shorter, 5 or 10 or 15 minutes in little bite-sized pieces. The reading of a thing like On Seizures is worth taking the time to do the best I can. It's going to take a mortal age to render it once I finish it. I will put up the handy-dandy timestamps in the description of the video, I promise. That way you can pick up where you left off, or you can rewatch the little bit that you wanted to make fun of again, or whatever you're doing. It'll break up the video into little segments, and you can click those out on the timeline, but you can also read the little titles that I write up there and click the timestamps in the description. So if you didn't know how to use YouTube, that's how you use YouTube. I promise I'm trying. Before that, we talked about the expectations on seizures, numbering system. Right. So now I get to tell you that I hold real, unconditional, hippie love for all you beings out there. See you next time.